friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them for a profit. Today is Tuesday, July 16th, I think, and I have 3 sales. For a gross sales amount of $82.16, it just continues to be slow, but I'm still selling something, so that is definitely better than nothing. I have my garage door open, and there seems to be a lot of things happening, but it's way too hot in the garage to not have it open. So hopefully the background noise won't be too bothersome. First item I sold was this vintage sweater. The person messaged me and asked me to ship it right away. I ship every day, so that's generally not a problem. I do have, this sold on Poshmark, but on eBay, I do have 2-day shipping time, like handling time, just because I get nervous that something's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to find something, or I'm, not, oh, good heavens. So many things happening in my neighborhood. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find things. Sometimes the mail carrier, I do pickup, they come and pick it up from my house. So, I'm always nervous that the mail carrier isn't going to show up. Anyway, vintage sweater vest. This is a vintage sweater vest. I don't know if I said that. I think I showed it to you, right? The brand is Mountain Lake. The brand doesn't particularly matter. I do try to find vintage things that are either really cool or made in the US. That seems to be the things that are worth something. This isn't highly valuable. It has an average sale price of $23.12 and a whole 7% sell-through rate. So that means if there were 100 listed in the last 90 days, only 7 have sold, and there are 93 still listed. So that's not really a good sell-through rate. But it is also July. I would imagine not many people have been buying sweater vests in the last 3 months. So sweater vests in general don't usually sell super well for me, but vintage sweaters do. So I do buy vintage sweater vests. This sold for $15 on Poshmark. I bought it for $1.69 at a church sale where I found a ton of vintage sweaters, really cool ones. Yeah, so I paid $1.69. It was my average cost of goods, and my profit is $10.31. None of these are like fantastic as far as profits go. I thought these next two were gonna be a little better, this one in particular, and probably, like, they both sold really, really fast. So probably if I had held out a little longer, I could have gotten a better price for them. But this is a little romper. It's like an athletic. I just see my cord here is like right in the screen. I'm very professional with this technical stuff here. Okay, there we go. I found this at a consignment store in Corning, New York called Pookie's, believe it or not. Super cute little consignment store. It was actually huge. This is Girlfriend Collective. I was really excited. Never found Girlfriend Collective, heard about it a lot. It's supposed to be one of those things that's really like, yeah, everybody wants Girlfriend Collective. I don't know. I used bodysuit, I used romper, I used one piece, I used play suit. This was all based off of other listings that had sold. So I did just search Girlfriend Collective romper, and the average sale price is $28.57 and a 33% sell-through rate. So 33 is not terrible, but it's also not great. So when something falls in that, I tend to price on either right at the average or like the lower end of what other items have been listed for. I should say, I'm never telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I've done, okay? Please take that as you will. Okay, so I priced it at $30. $28 is the average. I priced it at $30. And then I send out 20% offers. Well, the 20% offer was accepted. So it sold for $23.69 in 4 days. So they paid a total of $30.56. And all of that does go into my account, and then I pay the shipping and the fees out of that. Okay. So after fees, shipping, and of course my cost of goods, my profit is $13.18. I paid $8.05 for this. When I bought it, it didn't comp it. I don't know that I normally would have thought to pay that much for something that I'm only gonna get $13. I didn't even double my money on that. So I don't know. It was a quick flip though, so I don't mind paying up a little bit. It's so loud. That's the garbage man. Of course. Why now? Oh boy. Our driveway is on like a shared alley. There's a lot of driveways off of the alley. And it's gravel and it's just loud. Anyway. Curious, is that something you do? How do you handle like paying up for items? And $8 might not seem like paying up for some resellers. My average is right around like $253 for my cost of goods. So $8 feels like a lot for me. But maybe it's not for you, and that's okay. I think that's totally fine. But how do you handle like paying up? Okay, I'm distracted, so I don't know if what I just said made any sense. This I got on that same trip, but not at the same store. My husband and I went on a business trip to New York. So this is a blazer. It has these really fun ruched sleeves. The brand is Skies Are Blue. Oh my goodness. Now the garbage man is going down the other side of the road. This is a Stitch Fix brand. I have sold a Skies Are Blue blazer before, and it sold really fast. And it sold for, I think, about $50. But that was like 2 years ago. So when I found these, I found this one and another one that was black, but they were different sizes. I looked them up. I'm so sorry. It's, you know, some days we get interrupted by children, some days we get interrupted by garbage trucks. Oh goodness, I don't even know where I was. Oh, I did go ahead and look up the comps. I try to look up the comps most of the time. I look them up on my phone when I'm doing the research for this. I look them up on eBay using the product research tool, which is in my seller hub. However, maybe not however, I do have a video that I did a couple weeks ago showing different ways to look up comps. So if you don't know, you can go back and find that video, and maybe I should link it. Okay, maybe I'll link it in the description if I remember. I'll try to do that. So the average sale price was $30.25 with a 63% sell-through rate. So another reseller might say, oh, that's more than 100%, because there would be, based on 100 listings, there would be 63 sold and 37 listed. So more than half Yeah, so I bought them for $5 a piece. The buyer offered me $25 plus shipping, so they paid a total of $36.60. It took 5 days to sell. My profit, it was, again, weirdly $13.18. I don't know how it was exactly the same for both of those items, but weird, right? Yeah, it took 5 days to sell, which is crazy. So it was another one of those things like, you know, maybe I should have held out for a little longer. I had listed at 40, which I thought was good, because then based on a 20% off, you know, offer that I would have sent, that would have hit me right around right around $30, a little over $30. So I don't know. If I hadn't sold it, I wouldn't have made any money. I forgot to tell you what my profit was. It wasn't great. $43.36 for the whole day, which is, you know, slow, but it's summer, and so it is what it is. So let me know what you think about, you know, paying up for items. Do you pay up? Do you not? If you don't resell, leave me an emoji. I love emojis. They're fun. Not quite like my teenagers love emojis, but you know what I mean. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon.